Hello, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Elman Inertia. Tonight, I'm going to talk about inertia. Inertia? For most of us, the law of inertia is one of those things we learn in physics class and then don't really think about it again. But you'd be surprised how applicable it is to everything we do. The law of inertia states that an object at rest tends to stay at rest, and an object in motion tends to stay in motion. When I was a teenager, a friend asked me to help flatten his lawn with a small, heavy barrel that had a long handle attached to it. I needed to push the barrel up a hill, but I wasn't strong enough. However, I realized that I could push it downhill. So I started pushing the barrel downhill. And then while I was rolling, I quickly swerved its direction to rolling uphill. Success! When rolling, I could push the barrel uphill, even though I could not start it uphill. Inertia in action. But inertia isn't always about literal motion. It's also about the actions you take. In the Bible, for example, the Apostle Paul started out moving very hard and very fast in the exact wrong direction. He was murdering the Christians, even going so far as to drag them out of distant cities to have them killed until he met Jesus. At that point, he did a complete 180 and became the most active apostle in the Bible, writing half the books of the New Testament. Similar to the barrel, Paul ran with the same intensity to proclaim Jesus as he had previously opposed Jesus. At one of the points in my life, when my direction was not clear, I asked my older brother for advice. He told me to write down all of my success stories, such as riding a bicycle no hands, then analyze each story for similarities. Upon doing this, I noticed that in more than 90% of the success stories, I gave 100% to the project. Nothing else was common to even half of the successes. From this, I realized that for a project to be successful, we must give 100% of ourselves to it. Success has more to do with what we put into a project than the results we get out from it. The experience of giving our all produces a joy that we cannot experience in any other way. Often, we're not really sure that the direction we are choosing is the right direction. Maybe we go in multiple directions at the same time. Let's see how that plays out in nature. Observe the pear tree. Years ago, we had a pear tree. The pear tree sent forth several new shoots each year. The years that all of the shoots were allowed to grow, the tree did not produce any fruit. Instead, all of its energy went into the new shoots. But the years that we pruned the tree, leaving only one strategic new shoot, the pear tree produced fruit abundantly. Similarly, as we progress in life, we will start on unfruitful pathways that need to be cut off. Our responsibility as we travel each pathway is to run as hard and as fast as we can, but be okay when doors get slammed in our face, or we run into brick walls, or we crash and burn. Yes, crashing and burning is okay. To give everything we have to whatever we do is life. To hold back for fear of running into brick walls leads to premature spiritual death. Like with the Apostle Paul, as long as we are giving it all we have, God can change our direction to the one he wants us to go in. Or like the pear tree that kept giving its all as most of its shoots were cut off, we can produce fruit. What happens if you don't give 100%? Here's an example of a 70% prayer. You pray and ask to win the lottery, and you do win it. You win big, very big. Now, all your relatives, friends, and acquaintances, and a lot of other people want you to give them some money or a gift. You begin to wonder who your true friends are, and really start to no longer trust anybody. After a while, you say, I was happier before I won the lottery. I wish I never won that damn thing. Why? Because what you wanted was the happiness that you thought that winning the lottery would give you, not the money and the corresponding headaches that the lottery actually gave you. When you prayed, you followed your mind rather than your heart, and you got what you asked for. I encourage you to find out what is in your heart as best you can. Then speak that and only that. What about giving 99% and only keeping 1% aside? Just think of how you would feel if you found out your spouse was 99% faithful and 1% not faithful. Or you ride a horse that 99% of the time does exactly what you say, but 1% of the time tries to buck you off. And what about the car that works 99% of the time? Giving 100% means you have no other option. Giving 99% or 70% causes you to feel unsatisfied, even if the outcome of the venture is outwardly successful. So the only desirable choice is to give 100% in everything we do. So I ask you, fellow Toastmasters, to listen to your heart, follow the law of inertia, and give 100% to every little and big project that you start, so that you will be full of thanksgiving with everything you do. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.